Hey Sherry Vans, Mike Sherry here. I have got a price leader behind me in the side entry mobility vehicle segment. This is a brand new Chrysler Voyager 2021. Never been used, I should say. Being a VMI, you will see it is listed as pre-owned. We have to list it as pre-owned because VMI was actually the first purchaser directly from Chrysler Corporation, and then so therefore it's been titled, but never been used. Side entry mobility vehicle with the power in-floor ramp known as the North Star conversion, also power kneels going down the back. We'll look at all that in a second, but if you want to save thousands of dollars, people say, well, what's the difference between a Chrysler Voyager and a Chrysler Pacifica? Well, I can tell you there's thousands of dollars in savings by buying a Voyager, so that's a big benefit, but definitely comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think a Chrysler Pacifica is worth, upwards of $10,000 more than this. Really, they look just the same on the outside. I will point out a few slight differences as we get to them, but always up to see your opinion to see if that matters to you. In my opinion, if I was in the market for a side entry minivan, I would definitely consider this as my top choice. So let's go ahead and check it out. Got a 29-inch wide ramp, slip resistant. Again, it's power in the floor. I'll show you how that goes, but that'll bring you in here into your wheelchair area. You can see there's all these rails here are areas where you can tie down to secure your chair. Inside this is actually a manual way to bring in and out that ramp in case you would happen to lose battery power or something like that. And then again, this being a VMI product, just like what we see on the Pacificas, either one of these front chairs is removable. They actually are on wheels, and they've got a quick disconnect for the power on the chair, and you can literally wheel it right out the door if you want to down the ramp. The benefit of that is if you want to drive while you're in your mobility chair, you can go ahead and park it up here in the driver's area. Got plenty of tie downs in the floor up there, or you can even park it in the passenger area. And great thing about VMI vans is these chairs are interchangeable. So say you start out the trip driving, but you need to take a break because you're getting tired, the passenger seat can then be transferred over to the driver's seat, and that person can therefore drive. So pretty cool there. Has plenty of lighting back here. I'll show you that when we get up there. Still has your park sense sensor back here, so if you push that button there, it's going to let the vehicle know that maybe parks beside you on this passenger side. Hey, this is a mobility vehicle, please allow enough room for the ramp and loading purposes. Still has rear heat and air conditioning controls like what we see in the Pacifica, and still has power sliding door, which will show you that. Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. So on the keyless entry, we've got a lot of controls here. We've got your typical unlock and lock. Also have your rear hatch control, it's power. Also have remote start, a lot of nice options on this. And then you've got your power sliding door. So the power sliding door on the passenger side, this one here, if I click it twice, check this out. Power ramp comes in. Also notice the van is actually raising. That's that power kneel, and the door comes in. It's almost like, wow, that happened really fast. Beeps a couple times, lets you know it's done, and you're ready to go. Still have your park sense sensors out here, which is nice. So let's go ahead and see it from this angle. We'll be able to tell the van is lowering. Check out the space between the top of the tire and the wheel well there. Just keep your eye on that as the ramp comes out. So ramp is now coming up and the van is now dropping. Actually, if you look down here closer to the ground, really can't see much in the tire because the door opened, but van's still dropping, and it's done dropping now. Drops a couple inches, allows for a nice gentle approach to the ramp there, which makes it pretty slick, doesn't it? All right, go ahead and put it in. You notice the van is raising up, ramp is coming in, and now the power door is closing. Man, that's slick. Got some nice looking alloy wheels here, 4-wheel disc brakes, Yokohama tires. Power liftgate here. Does come with a set of your Q straints. Those are your wheelchair securement straps. I like to call them a fancy ratchet strap, but they are exactly that, just a strap for your wheelchairs. And then here we've got a tire pump there and floor mats from Chrysler, all kind of what comes in with the brand new vehicle. That button there lowers the lift gate, gives you a couple seconds to get out of the way so it doesn't close you in it. Although there is sensors in there. If you would happen to be in the way, it'll bump you for a second, but then it'll open back up. Good looking van, isn't it? Power door on this side. This has the rubberized flooring, which is an option from VMI down here in the flooring area. And then, so big difference between the Voyager and Pacifica. Voyager is going to come with cloth seating. So if you're okay with that, some people I know even prefer it, but it's black, so it still hides a lot of dirt and things. That there is actually just a footrest. That's pretty nice. And then, that same powertrain up here, got the V6 automatic transmission. And financing is available on this. So if you're in need of financing, a lot of our customers who watch these videos that I've put out are interested in that, want to see what their options are. So if that's you, I'll post a link for you down below. Just check it out. Notice VMI adds a nice step to help you get in. Has power seat and four-way lumbar here. Again, cloth seat. That's going to be a signature of the Voyager. Automatic headlights, steering wheel's leather wrapped, cruise control, volume tuning, hands-free connectivity, all the modern features, power windows, locks, mirrors. 26 miles on it. Not been used much, has it? Okay, so this is going to be a big difference between the Pacifica and Voyager is the radio here. So they've got a 7-inch radio compared to, I believe it's 8.4-inch on the Pacifica. So a little bit smaller radio, but a lot of the same features. Still has your color backup camera, which I just put in reverse and right here and show you. Still has AM, FM, Sirius XM radio. A lot of the Pacificas will have factory navigation, which this doesn't have, but a little difference there. This here is push button start to start the van here, and then this button here will actually turn on the lights. Can you see? There we go. Turn them on and off. So that allows for not a lot of nice light when you go to hook and unhook. There's another one underneath there. So that's nice at nighttime. Transmission controls, radio controls, and heat and air conditioning controls. You have your driver zone and passenger zone, all can be controlled up here. And then up here on the radio, you can actually get into the rear zone. So that's nice. Spot for your phone and spot to charge it. A couple beverage holders. And then there's a special button over here. It says kneel on and off. You can turn on and off that kneel. So that's the power down that I showed you outside. So the reason you want to turn that off is maybe if you are unloading and you're like on a curb and you really don't need it to kneel down because the ramp's going to be a little higher anyways. So did pull up the history report. I always say when you're shopping pre-owned mobility vehicles, always pull up the history report. There's so many companies out there that are building on salvage vehicles. It actually makes me sick to see them. So just recognize if you find a deal that's too good to be true in mobility world, pull up the history report. Chances are it's been wrecked so much that it had to been salvaged. So even if the deal's not too good to be true, pull it up. Check, just cover your bases. So this one, I was so excited I never showed you. Never been in an accident, no title, salvage issues, or anything like that. So this button right here actually makes the whole system deploy. So if you're maybe in the driver's seat and want to deploy, open up the door, deploy the ramp, all that, you just hit that VMI button. So as always, thanks for hanging out with me. I know this is a longer one, but these vans, I think they're really cool. Let me know what you think. We'll be happy to hear from you. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been my pleasure. And do me a favor, comment below, say hello. That always makes my day when I see that. Take care, everyone.